All right, here's our study guide. Number 1, we have an external angle. So we're going to take something, subtract it, divide by 2. So what are we going to subtract? We're going to do this outer minus the inner. The inner one is 115 because this is a central angle. That makes this 115. This is 115. The outer is 360 minus 115. That gives us 245. So 245 minus 115, and take the result and divide by 2. So that equals 130 divided by 2, or 65. Take a look at number 2. Number 2, because this is a tangent and this is a radius, these are at right angles. 6 squared plus 8 squared equals x squared. This is the hypotenuse. 6 squared plus 8 squared equals x squared. That's 36 and 64, 100, and x equals 10. Number 3. This uses the fact that when you have a point in two tangents, that this much is the same as that much. This much is the same as that much. This much is the same as that much. And this much is the same as that much. Taking this to be 4, we know that this is also 4. This is 4. That leaves 6 out of 10. And if it's 6 from here to here, then it's 6 from there to there. We're determining whether or not this is a tangent line. Tangent line would occur if this is a right angle. So that is questionable as to whether that is a right angle. If it is a right angle, then it would subscribe to the Pythagorean theorem, this triangle. Let's find out if 15 squared plus 20 squared equals 25 squared. That means 225 plus 400 equals maybe 625. And 625 does equal 625. Yes, tangent. And the next one. If this is tangent to this radius, this would be a right angle, and 9 squared plus 14 squared would equal 17 squared. Let's find out. 9 squared plus 14 squared equals 17 squared, maybe. That makes 81 plus 196 equaling 289. And that would be 277, which does not equal 289. It is not a tangent. Number 6 is 10 squared plus 20 squared equal to 10 radical 5 squared. 10 squared plus 20 squared equal to 10 radical 5 squared. That would be 100, 400, 10 squared times radical 5 squared. Remember, when you square two things that are multiplied, you square each. The 100 times radical 5 squared is 5.
Coach Allen, can you come to the main office? Coach Allen, come to the main office.
This does work. It is tangent. Number 7 we skip in favor of number 8. because this is a chord and this is the nearest distance to the chord, there's a right angle, this is radius. We want this part of the triangle. I'm going to call that B. And then once we find B, we'll double it to get X. So 3 squared plus B squared equals 8 squared. That's 9 plus B squared equals 64. Subtract 9 from both sides. And B equals the square root of 55, which .236. Oops. Try the square root of 55. 7.416. So that's what B is 7.4. So 7.4 and another 7.4, because we know our partial radius divides our chord into 2. 7.4 and 7.4 is out 14.8. Number 9, we have this X, we have this 3, this 12 all the way across our diameter, which means that this is 6, and this is 6, and this is 6, and this is 6, and that is 6, and this is 6, leaving us with a right triangle, where 3 squared plus X squared equals 6 squared. Squared equals 6 squared. That's 9 plus X squared equals 36. X squared equals 27. And X equals square root of 27, which is 3 radical 3, but also 5.2. And we're actually searching for the X, so we don't have to worry about multiplying it or anything else. There's the last one we agreed that X is going to be here. This is 16 for the diameter, the radius is 8. This is 12 for the chord, the semichord is going to be 6. X squared plus 6 squared equals 8 squared. That's X squared plus 36 equals 64. Subtract 36 from both sides. Gets us 28. And X equals the square root of 28. Double that, 64. It doesn't look right for some reason. No, that's right. 5.3. That looks about right. Looking at 13. All sorts of bits here. Notice that this angle from 77 is all of A. So we're going to double 77 to get A. $154. This is a diameter, which makes that 180 degrees. So this is left over after we subtract 180 minus 154. Oh. That leaves 26, and that is B. And, well, that's all we need, A and B. This one. This 76 is cut out by this angle A, so that's going to be half. So that's 13, I guess. There's 14. So 76 divided by 2 turns out 38. That was A. All right. So A was 32. D subtends a 90 degree, or is 90 degrees because it's half. Half of 180 is just 90. So anytime you touch the diameter, it's automatically 90. So use 32, 90, and B make up 180. It uses 58. B is 58. And if that's B, double B will get you C, because this angle at B subtends all of C. So 58 times 2 equals C, which is 116.
Aaliyah
15.
Bilal, please report to the front main office. Your rider's here to pick you up. Aaliyah Bilal, please report to the main office, please. Thank you.
Any two opposite quadrilateral, or any two angles opposite in a quadrilateral equal 180 degrees. I should stress that that's inside of a circle. Inside of a circle. We'll go over that bit on Wednesday. Opposite angles in an inscribed quadrilateral add to 180 degrees. So the supplementary. 75 and what make 180? 105. 80 and what make 180? 100. Just subtract. We'll do 16 in the next video.